Hi guys, welcome to Sofa to Stamina Plus series, Stretch and Pilates session number 4. What you'll need, as we always do, our mat and a strap. Now your option is to lay down a towel and have an extra towel for our stretching as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're down here on the floor. I'd like you to have your feet so that they're hip distance apart and they're a shin's distance from your back side. Just take your hands underneath your thighs and just lower yourself down onto the floor. When we come down, like we normally do, we readjust ourselves to make sure we're nice and comfortable so our feet stay hip distance apart and the weight is even from the toes right through to the heels. The weight that we can feel with our lower back into the floor and our hips is nice and even on both sides. Our shoulders are nice and even as well, so we make sure we just wriggle around if we need to, just to feel the evenness. It's no good starting a little bit crooked because then we create crooked movements as well. So right from the start we need to make sure it's nice and even and just a little shuffle around if you need to. Take your hands, place them on your hip bones. We make sure we switch our pelvic floor on, so you know where that is. It's in our pelvic girdle, so it's up underneath. So we kind of just tighten everything just a little bit. So it's almost like you're stopping yourself from going to the toilet. We're kind of clenching through that area, but making sure that we can still breathe at the same time. Now, like I've said before, this takes practice, so you may be able to switch it on really easily and keep it switched on the whole time. You may not. It may take a little while until you get to that point, especially if you've had children. It's a harder thing to do after you've given birth. So that's just the way it is. So it's going to take some time. Let's, with our hands on our hips, in our pelvic floor switched on, we bring our fingers towards the center. We pull away from our fingertips. So we're drawing that belly button in. But again, we don't want to push our back into the floor. So we've kind of got that little gap tiny little gap between our back and the floor. We're pulling in right down through our sides, through the front, back and the side. So it's almost like we're wearing a corset. So we're squeezing in nice and tight. We trace up towards the rib cage. We roll the shoulders back and down. We take our hands down by our side. We breathe in and we breathe out. Squeeze and tighten that corset just a little bit more. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, squeezing. Inhale and exhale. So even if at times you feel like, oh, I've just got it, like I'm switched on, that's okay. Even if for just a split second you feel it, but it's gone, it's there. The muscles are remembering how to do it. So all the muscles through the belly, through our pelvic floor, they're learning, they're getting stronger each time we do this. Breathe in again and breathe out. And again, inhale and exhale. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Interlink your fingers. Stick your hands behind your head with your thumbs running down each side of your neck. Your elbows are away. We breathe in through the nose. As we breathe out, we contract forward, sliding the ribs towards the hips. Make sure we're nice and tight through here. We inhale as we lower back down. We do it again. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Good. And again, exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale and inhale. Good job. Let's take our hands down by our side. We're just going to do the opposite now. So we're going to lift from our tailbone first. So we've done this before, but this time I want you to really think about lifting from the tailbone, and then we lift up through the spine until we're right up onto our shoulders. And then when we come back down, we reverse that. But I want you to actually concentrate on each vertebra coming back down to the floor, and also when we lift up as well. So really think about that. Take your hands down by your side. We inhale. As we exhale, we start to lift from the tailbone, the lower back, the mid back, to the upper back, to the shoulders, Now when we get to this position, you'll feel it through your glutes, but I also want you to feel it through the belly. So kind of concentrate more on the belly so that that works, but you will naturally feel it through your glutes. We inhale as we lower back down onto the floor, feeling each vertebra coming down to touch the floor. And the last thing to come down is your tailbone. Let's do it again. Exhale, lifting up, peeling up off the floor, squeezing through the belly to it right up on our shoulders. We inhale as we lower back down onto the floor, taking your time as you come back down. Last thing to come down is your tailbone. We do it again. Exhale, lifting up. And then inhale, lower back down. Take your time. Take your time until you get down to the floor with the tailbone. Last thing to come down. Let's do it again. Exhale, lifting up. And inhale, lower back down. Take your time. Tailbone touches the floor last. One more time. Exhale, lifting up. We're just going to hold it there just for a little bit longer. We're squeezing through our glutes. Our quads are working, but we're also working through the belly, so try and pull it in just a little bit more. Try and make that area nice and small. Pelvic floor is still switched on. Come down if you need to, otherwise hold it up just a little bit longer with me. We inhale as we lower back down onto the floor, taking your time, even slower than before. Last thing to come down is your tailbone and release. Good, let's bring the knees in towards the chest. Let's just do a little movement side to side. Good, pull the knees right in and release through your back just a little bit more. Good. Let's place the right foot down on the floor. Let's bring the left leg up into tabletop. So remember, knee stacked over our hips, a right angle behind the knee and a right angle behind the hip, at the hip. Take your hands down by your side. We breathe in as we extend that leg out. Point the toes just to get a little bit more strength out of it. And exhale as we come back. Inhale as we extend. Exhale as we come back. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And again, inhale and exhale. Keep it nice and strong through the belly. Everything switched on. Exhale. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Can we do one more? Inhale and exhale. Good. Gently place that foot down on the floor. Let's bring the other leg up into tabletop. Other leg stays nice and still. Maybe feeling around this hip area, around the belly, to make sure that everything's still switched on. We breathe in as we extend. We breathe out as we come back. So this is, with our hands there, it stops us from tipping side to side. With our hips, we can feel that the muscles are still switched on. And if we feel that they kind of switch off, then we've probably just gone a little bit too far with that leg, so we just don't go as far out. We might go higher with that leg, so we could go up this way rather than going out. Good, and release there. Excellent. Now let's bring our feet together and just let our knees drop out to the side. And I've said this before, if you don't feel comfortable with this position, you don't have to do it. You can just bring your knees in towards your chest and just enjoy that stretch. This one, it just opens up through the inside of the legs, just feeling a nice stretch through the adductors, they're called, so the muscles on the inside. Good, release. Excellent. Let's just extend our left leg. Bring our right knee in towards our chest and feel a nice stretch through our glute. So on our right side, and just feel that release. You feel a little bit of a release through your lower back as well. And release. Good. Place that foot down on the floor. Oh, sorry, the leg down nice and long on the floor. Bring that other knee towards your chest. can move it around a little bit just to feel that stretch, maybe deepen. And release, good. Okay, so the next one is we're going to bring our legs up into tabletop, and then we're going to tip the pelvis under just a little bit, and then just contract forward, slide the ribs towards the hips, so we're reaching forward. We're just going to hold it there. To breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. Inhale and exhale. Now your option is to leave both feet on the floor and contract forward. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Good. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out and release down. Nice. Now, like I said, if that's too much for you, just leave both feet down on the floor. Otherwise, we're going to lift both legs up again, tilt the pelvis under, we inhale, exhale, contract forward. Now from here, we're just going to separate the knees a little bit and then squeeze back together. Inhale and exhale. Option just to leave the legs still and to stay in that position. Inhale, exhale. Can we do 4 more? Inhale, exhale, good. Inhale, exhale, good. That's the way. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out and release down. Nice. Maybe a little movement side to side just to release through the spine. Good. Okay. Let's grab either our strap or our towel, our extra towel, just for our stretch. So the stretch we always do in this session, which is really beneficial because our hamstrings get really tight. Now your option is to bend that knee or to leave that leg out nice and long, lengthen through that leg and just pull it in nice and close. Strong through the belly because it's an active stretch. I don't want you to just kind of flop there. I want you to keep everything switched on. So the belly's switched on. We're switching on the muscles through the quads to help with that stretch down through the hamstrings. It's good, guys. One more breath in. Breathe out. And release. Good. Should we try the other side now? Lengthen out that other leg. Take that leg straight towards the ceiling. This is definitely my more flexible side. Like I've said before, flexibility either comes naturally to you or it doesn't. You have to work at it. I need to work at it. I know that's for sure. Try and pull it in as close as you can. Remember what I've said before, that you shouldn't feel any pain. It should be a nice warm feeling rather than tingling or nerve pain. It shouldn't be like that, otherwise you're just pulling it in just a bit too far. One more breath in, breathe out, and release. Good. Let's put that strap or the towel to the side. Good. Okay, now we're going to lengthen out our right leg, bring our left knee in towards our chest. We're going to contract forward, slide the ribs towards the hips. Now keep the body nice and still. We inhale, exhale and change sides. Exhale. Inhale as we move, exhale as we change. Option to place the shoulders down on the floor, that's okay. And the other option, like before, is to kick higher rather than longer. Good, that's the way, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Release, pull those knees in towards your chest. Maybe a little movement side to side, which I like doing that one. Just, it kind of loosens up my back just a little bit more, but if you prefer just to bring the knees in towards the chest, that's fine. And there's always options Everybody's different, everybody can do different things. Shall we try that one more time, that set? So we're going to extend the right leg out, left knee in towards the chest. We inhale. As we exhale, contract forward. Inhale, exhale and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Release, pull the knees in. Excellent. Moving side to side. Good job. Excellent. So in this position, we are going to leave our left leg down on the floor. Take our right leg straight towards the ceiling, pointing our toes, hands down by our side. We're just going to make circles outways. So we're going to go out for 5. We're going to come back for 5. So nice and long through that leg. We inhale as we start our circle. Exhale as we finish. Inhale, start. We want to make sure the left leg stays really still. Inhale, exhale. Good. And again, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Shall we take it back the other side? Other way. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Keep the rest of the body nice and still. Inhale, exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out and release. Place that foot down on the floor. Little breather. Let's take the left leg straight towards the ceiling. Point the toes, going out first for 5. Inhale and exhale. Now the bigger the circle is, the harder you're working. So don't go too big that you can't keep the rest of your body nice and still, including that leg. Good. Take it back the other way. Inhale and exhale. So not too big with the circles. Pick your level. Keeping everything nice and still, squeezing through the belly. That's where most of our strength comes from. And release. Good. Let's just take the knees out to the side. Just a little movement side to side, whatever feels good. Well done. Release. Okay, we're going to come over onto our side. We're going to stack our feet and our knees. We're going to come all the way down onto the floor. We're going to place our hand on our hip. Now, our focus is right in here, right in our glutes. But it's the really small muscles. So not the muscles that we work, say when we're doing a squat or when we're on the step. It's the little tiny muscles in there that don't really get worked. So that's where we want to concentrate. So if we take our hand on our hip, we inhale. As we exhale, we open up and squeeze through our glute. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And we'll feel it right underneath the cheek. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. And again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more time. Exhale. And release. Good. Nice. So now we're going to lengthen that top leg, point the toe towards the floor, but we're going to bring it forward just a little bit. Now you can keep your head down or you can lift up onto your hand. Again, we're getting into our glutes. So we're going to push our heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Working through our obliques as well. And we're also working down through the glutes and down through the side. Keep pointing the toe towards the floor and that will get more into the glutes and underneath the cheek. Good. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale and release. Well done. Good job. Okay, let's try the other side now. Coming down, stacking your feet and your knees on top of one another. Come all the way down so your head is resting on the floor. Remember, we're focusing right into the glutes. Hand on your hip so you can feel what's going on, making sure that our belly is still switched on. We inhale. As we exhale, we lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale, good. Exhale. Inhale, good. Taking your time, thinking about those muscles. Breathing. Good, and again, one more time. and release. Nice work. Excellent. Let's stretch out the top leg, turn the toe towards the floor, and then bring that leg forward. Getting right into the glutes and down through the hamstrings as well. We inhale, exhale, lift. You can feel it down through our obliques as well. 3, good. 4, 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. And release. Nice work. Okay, from here, let's just roll over on our belly. So we're just going to place our hands just underneath or just beside us here. Shoulders are back and down. So remember from our other sessions when I've talked about our trapezius, we want to keep our shoulders nice and relaxed so we're not getting up in our shoulders. So keep it down. From here, what we're going to do is lift up the top half as well as our legs. If you can only do the top half, that's okay. So we are going to feel it down through the muscles through our back and down into our glutes as well. So from here, keep looking towards the floor. We breathe in. As we breathe out, we lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. And again, exhale. Just do as many as you can. Good. And again, exhale. Inhale one more time. And release. Good. Take your hands down by your side and just melt into the floor. Just looking to one side. Keep breathing. Well done. Let's bring the hands back where they were. Or actually, we'll bring them underneath our chin. It might be more comfortable. Even the shoulders away. This time we're just going to come up and we're just going to hold it there. We've got 10 flutter kicks. Now I'll just show you this first. So when we lift up, we're just going to do little kicks like this. So there'll be 10 on each side. So I'll count to 20. If you need to stop at some point because it's too much, that's fine. So hands underneath your chin, shoulders away from your earlobes. Relax through those trapezius. We breathe in. As we breathe out, we lift up. And we've just got little flutter kicks. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Now take your hands down by your side and just look towards the other direction now. That's good, guys. Okay, what I want you to do now is bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes underneath. Your option is just to roll to the side and get yourself up that way. Otherwise, we're going to work through our triceps and our belly here. We breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift all the way up. We're going to bring our hands and our knees as close to, kind of a foot away from each other. We're going to drop our chin and lift up, pressing up through the back, rounding out the shoulders. Keep breathing. Good. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Excellent. Okay, let's roll over into this position. Let's cross our legs. Roll the shoulders back. We're just going to take our right hand on our left knee. We're just going to turn and look over our shoulder. And release. Good. Let's take it back the other way. And release. Good. Let's roll the shoulders back and just relax. Okay. that is our session for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed a few more intense exercises in there, and I hope that you are actually, things are becoming a little bit more easy to do. So you're getting the pelvic floor switched on, we're getting the muscles through, all the way through our core switched on, and it's becoming easier to get to that point. Remember, if you have any questions, please just send me an email. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.